we're pulling the robot out, and you use a little hooky thing, and it's supposed to, and so far the 4 or 5 times we've used it, it has detected that it's going to run out of battery, and it runs to the wall, bumps against the wall, and then shuts off and waits to be retrieved. So you just come around with your hook until you bump into it. And so far, so good with the robot. You see it's got its work cut out for it because our pool's nasty.
It's the Green Lagoon.
It's pretty good. Oh, there it is. Of course, it would be all the way around from where I started. All right, so then the handle on top, the flipper. Whoop, where'd you go? There you are. Now, if your pool was a little cleaner, you'd actually be able to see what you're doing. But you pull this up, and it'll probably be going beep beep. I don't hear it. There it is. I hear it beeping. Beep, like a weak, like, charge me. So you push the button just for, like, push and hold for 1 second, let it go. And then we get to see what we found. Pop those sides down, lift this off, then you bring this inside to charge it. And our little filter screen, not much on that. We got some goo, nasty thing there. Looks like what comes out of my drains in the house. It's pulling some sand off the floor and bits of other things. So it's certainly doing its job. Not doing a great job of actually getting the dead algae off though. So, but a lot of the green color is just that acid that's in there. That's cyaric. I don't know how to pronounce it. So really my favorite thing about this thing so far is how easy it is to clean out. So you saw me lift it out earlier. Done. Most of it came out when I turned it over. Done. And if you want, I guess you could spray that out. If you're bringing it inside, you don't want dirty pool water in your house. That's it. Pretty cool, right, sis? Alright, so once it turns green, it's charged. Ready to go back to the pool. It was so gross out. Too hot. You just set that on there, simple. Button, button. Bring it over here to the pool. And you're gonna let it take on water, flood it out. Bubbles are about done. And now I'll be able to pull it up. I need to free my hand here. Push the little red button on the button for little red button on the bottom. There we go. Say that 3 times fast. Set you down here just for a sec. Hold it for a couple seconds. Release. And it should kick on. Come on. There it goes. I'm going to drop it. It's going the wrong way, but it's going to hit the bottom and then head across. And it's got its work cut out for it. On this daggone pool that we basically abandoned for a couple weeks while we were on vacay, right? So I hit it with a little overdose of algicide and clarifier. I supercharged, or what they call it, superchlorinate, with a full shock, even though probably for a pool this size normally would be a half a bag, but because it's so far gone. And I've been running this new pool vac in addition to the pump. Now the pump, they say when you're running this, it's best if it was off for a while so the stuff can settle to the bottom before this runs through. But check this out, it's just so easy to put it together. I already showed it once in this video, I'm showing it again. Bring it over here, camera lady, get off your butt. Ha! She gets mad at me when I say that.
It's hot.
I know, it is nasty. So I hold it in here and it let all the bubbles out. And then there's that little button on the middle of the bottom. Push hold for a couple seconds. Let it go. Hold it just like this. And it's going to start jetting water out one side or the other. And then I'll let it go. And it'll just bounce around from side to side. The little flippy here on top tells it, hey, you ran into something. Go the other way.
Where's these bubbles?
What bubbles? It's not going to bubble. Oh, maybe that's why. didn't turn on. There's too much air maybe. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. You'll feel it when it goes. I don't know. This is the second time it hasn't turned on right away when I push the button. So either I didn't give it enough time, which is now not the case, or
Sometimes you need to have a light on.
or I
the
didn't
top.
hold it long enough. Yes, I would agree. It would really be beneficial to have, I mean, it looks like it's supposed to be a screen on the top, but it's definitely not. There it goes. So I'm just going to drop it. It'll sink to the bottom, shoot across, and bounce back and forth. Whew, what do you think, camera lady? We've used it a bunch of times so far. Is that a frog?
It looks like it.
We got a frog in there. See, that's how nasty our pool is. Like,
I had it crystal clear before I left for vacation.
No, it really was looking good. Now we got a frog in there.
Hello, Toad.
I'm about to go swimming earlier. Oh, yeah, little frog. Oh, I almost got him. There he is. Come on.
You don't think you want to be in there with all the chlorine?
Oh, they feel so funny when they latch on with their little suction cup feet. All right, well, we'll let that do its thing. I'm going to rinse this off because there's a lot of chemicals in there. And then once that's done going back and forth, I'll come retrieve it here in about an hour and a half. And I'll turn the pump back on, let it run all night. This is the last video I'll put with the accumulation here. A little debris in the filter, and we've got a few leaves and some, you know, the clarifier groups stuff together. But yeah, a good amount of debris. We did have a windstorm yesterday, so this is doing a pretty good job of grabbing the stuff out of there. Yeah. So far, so good. We're liking it.